Warmer weather means short sleeve season is here, and we often work for strong, toned arms this time of year, but it's really not about how you look. My first guest says strong, toned arms are the foundation for safe and stable, functional upper body movements that we rely on every day, from carrying groceries to taking your luggage down from the overhead rack, even hoisting yourself out of a pool. Incorporating arm strengthening exercises into your routine is one of the best tools to prevent arm pain and arm injury. Studio 5 fitness contributor Emily Nelson is here to fill us in. Gosh, we're cheery today. This was not even planned, but here we sit in our black uniform.
That's what I was thinking. I'm like, spring, well, the flowers look good. I just had a summer wedding for my niece.
We need some flowers behind us or something. No, we're feeling brighter.
But we are wearing our short sleeves.
Show off the muscles I don't have. We're feeling brighter on the inside than we are on the outside.
Absolutely.
Okay. So strengthening our arms, you really say this is about just strengthening your everyday life movements.
Yeah, I think that we forget how much we truly use our upper body in everything we do. And the thing is as women, I think we're a lot stronger naturally in our lower body. I think just the way we were built with our childbearing hips and all the things, we tend to be strong, and our upper body tends to be a little bit weaker, which can lead to injury. So we just want to talk about all the different muscles and how we can work them to really functionally be able to do things in our everyday life.
Well, yeah, you say in order to properly work out our upper body, we've got to understand what's happening. So you're going to take us to anatomy?
We're going to anatomy.
Okay.
This is when we talk about these different muscle groups. So we're going to start with the pectoralis major. So we refer to them as our pecs, right? Yeah. So these big muscles on the front of us. This is the type of muscle that's used for any sort of pushing motion. So we think about like a push-up, right? So anytime we're pushing. So if you're pushing something away, think about those big front muscles. These are your pec muscles, your pectoralis major. On the back side of us, so these big muscles that go across our back and they hook up into our arm, that's called the latissimus dorsi.
Sort of back rib, kind of back.
Yeah, if you think about like your back ribs, it's like a big fillet. Everything looks like me in anatomy, I'm sorry.
It's a big fillet.
Yeah, so we've got this big muscle here and then it hooks up into it, and that's a lot of our pulling. So think of any time you're pulling something, you're gonna engage that back muscle from this motion to here.
We hear about the deltoids.
The deltoids. So I like to think it's like a triangle-shaped muscle that's gonna go over here. I like to think of it as like a little piece of armor that sits here. So you actually have three parts. So you have your anterior, your medial, and your posterior deltoid. But this is for all your like lifting of your arms or overhead. That deltoid muscles really facilitate
This is where probably, I'm assuming, shoulder prevention comes into play, injury prevention.
Yes, so strengthening our shoulders is gonna help with that shoulder pain.
Okay, and we know our biceps best.
Yes, our biceps. Everyone thinks when we think about working our arms is our biceps. It's a fun muscle to work. But that is primarily responsible.
It's a fun muscle.
It is, because you want to think, oh, my biceps, right? Everyone wants their biceps to look good. But if we don't work the rest of our body, our biceps aren't gonna work.
Well, I was gonna ask, is there one muscle, as we look at the upper body, recognizing in general it's kind of the weaker half portion of a woman's body overall, is there one muscle you wish women would work out more?
Well, I don't think there's one muscle. I do think a lot of the shoulder, like the raising and the overhead stuff, we tend to forget about and are weaker. We're for sure weaker on our shoulders than like our biceps. So biceps are primarily responsible for our elbow flexion, and then triceps is for that elbow extension. Yeah. Right?
And then the rotator cuff is part of the upper arm.
Yes, so the rotator cuff, you would think like rotator cuff, you kind of think deltoids, right? The rotator cuff is actually like right here on your back.
This is stupid, I didn't realize that was really a muscle.
I know.
I thought of it as just like a joint or a function thing.
Yeah, and it's that like circular motions.
So we need to strengthen it?
Absolutely, yeah. I know, right?
I'm learning all sorts of things.
Yes, it's so great.
Okay, so you're gonna put us through a little workout. If we want a good arm workout and we don't have weights or equipment, can we still get it done?
Yes, okay, so I'm gonna take you through some really just like using our own body weight, like resistance arm exercises, and we are gonna talk about with each move that we do, like how many of these muscles we just talked about we're working, okay? So we're gonna take our arms out to the side. I know we're gonna hit each other here. So we're gonna take our arms out to the side, and then I just want you to bring it in and think about if we were to push, so I want you like resisting. Think about all those muscles right now. We're using our pecs as we pull back, our latissimus dorsi. We're using also our biceps and our tricep, right? Yes. Okay, so we're gonna go out and then we're gonna take it wide. So think about that, like it's like you're pushing mud. Do you feel how much you're even working?
Just your own resistance.
Just your own resistance. And we are working at least 4 of the muscles that we just talked about. Okay, so now we're gonna go up, we're gonna reach, and then we're gonna pull down. Okay. So think about it right there. We are doing our rotator cuff.
Yes, we are.
We're doing our back as we pull down. Yes, we're also doing our deltoids the whole time. Okay. And also that pull muscle. So we're using so many of them, right?
Got it.
Okay. this little, take it out.
And these same moves could be done with free weights.
Absolutely.
Or if you see a machine that gives you that motion.
Same thing, like just even this, we're using, yes, our pec muscles, but as we come back, we're using the rotator cuff. Like when you said like, is there one muscle? I'm like, you don't realize even in a bicep curl, you're doing bicep, then tricep, you know, it's all working together.
I just realized I was doing my ballet hands.
Yes, always.
Let's get strong.
Okay. But look at this, even if you take it out to the side, okay, and we're doing tiny little circles, like the tiniest bit. Do you feel that?
Yeah, this is how we would end, I remember, every ballet workout. Right?
Yes.
To do these small
Listen, Jane Fonda was onto something.
Jane knew.
Do you remember when she's going like this?
She knew. Oh, yeah.
She knows what's happening. Okay, so you think about this. All we're doing is a circle, but what are we working? I can feel my biceps. Yeah. I can feel my triceps.
I think that's what I'm feeling too.
The rotator cuff, my deltoid. All of these we're working just now, reverse.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's amazing. You can do so many amazing things. Even if you have an injury that's preventing you from picking up weights, you can do resistance training with your body weight, build that up. That's rehabbing those muscles as you do that.
Okay.
So the other main fitness moves that work that upper body, there's a reason why the push-up is tried and true. It's been around since the beginning of time, right?
I knew this was gonna come out of your mouth.
I know, because like, I think we just think like, oh, push-ups, everybody does those. Yeah. But truly, think about when you do a push-up, you are literally working every muscle in your body, including your core and your legs, but every muscle we just talked about. So people will be like, I can't do push-ups. My daughter-
Hard on the knees.
Yes, my daughter did a competition yesterday and they had to do 30 down. Up to a beat, and I was like, I don't think I could do that if I'm being honest.
Whose daughter is that?
Yes, I'm like, it's not mine. But what you have to remember is you can really modify push-ups to every level. So if you are not getting down on the floor, you can do it as simple as going on a countertop. So imagine you have a high countertop or even a chair, same thing, and you can modify, right?
Okay, so you don't even have to hit the ground.
You don't even have to.
Knees.
There's so many levels. Then if you want to increase from that, you could go down to the mat.
We can go down to the mat.
We can go down. We're going to do that. And you can go on your right.
Oh, it's been a minute.
Okay, I can be in a full, even if I don't want to go leaning weight forward. Look at this. I'm simply on my knees. I'm on all fours.
Oh, you're not even.
So that's
like
even a level.
So you're just going to go.
Down and up, right?
Anything?
Yes, feel it. Do you feel that?
Yeah. Okay.
That's totally doing something.
Okay, all right.
Okay, then as you get stronger, you can come forward, right? All the way down.
Yep.
And then all the way up to those toes.
I haven't done a push-up in a long time.
Don't make me do 30 of them down.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
So the push-up, it's tried and true, right? So the other side of that is the tricep push-up. And that's the same thing. You can also go, you can do tricep this way, right? Just like we talked about. Look at this, okay? You're gonna be like, Emily, is that even, you can literally fold back. This is an option, okay? You're here, you're gonna sit back and up.
That's not doing anything, is it?
Yes, it is. You keep going. Do you feel that? Squeeze through. You have to concentrate. Pull your shoulders together.
Am I doing this right?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, okay.
You're feeling it, right?
A little bit.
But that's what I'm saying. That's a level for someone that needs that level.
Somebody asked me what I'm doing.
You want more?
I'm working out.
Yes. You want more? You come down onto those knees.
Oh, there it is.
Or those toes. But what I'm saying is you can modify instead of just saying, oh, I can't do a tricep push-up.
Yeah.
There are levels. Another thing is tricep.
Yeah, give us one more quick.
Oh, you can be on a chair. And it depends. You can keep your legs bent right here.
Just dip.
Dip. You can extend them a little further as you get stronger. So all the way extension. Make sure you're keeping your elbows tight. Everything you do, you're gonna feel if you're doing it correctly, if you're focusing on those muscles. But what I wanna say is with all these upper body movements, you're not just working your triceps. You're not just working your pecs.
Full body.
You are working every pec, core, latissimus dorsi, all of that in those movements. And we want to be able to lift our grandkids, pull our kids out of the pool. Do you see what I did there? Push things up to the high when you're shoving things away in the pantry. That's what we want to be able to do.
Mark just said to me the other day, do you remember how heavy a car seat was? We were like trying to get back in that. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's coming.
Yeah. Have you seen those new Duno ones? They're awesome because it's like car seat and it just pops out wheels.
Oh, I need that.
Yeah, you do.
I need that.
But then when you do have to pick it up, it's good
arm workout. Because I've got all this and I've got you. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
We'll post this workout for you on our website if you want to jam along. Push up along.